You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com. New year, new career, SiouxEmpireJobs.com. Mr. Farris, how are you?
I'm good. How do you two? How you doing?
Fabulous.
Fantastic.
It's Tuesday.
Blowing out birthday candles today. Christy Brinkley.
I always liked her. She seemed like such a sweetheart.
For a while known as Billy Joel's wife.
That's right.
Oh, Uptown Girl.
You know, until recently, I think a year or so ago, she was spending quality time with John Mellencamp.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was kind of serious.
I hadn't heard that.
And then I think he decided to break it. Who knows? Anyway, Christy's 62 today.
Well, very nice.
Farrah Fawcett would have been 74.
Oh, yeah.
And, man, I love these guys. Loved watching them. The Smothers brothers. Tommy Smothers, the younger brother, is 84
so
today.
Cute.
Yeah.
Tom and Dickie. That was a lot of fun. It was 1892 this very day. The longest boxing match under modern rules happens in Illinois between Harry Sharp and Frank Crosby.
Really?
Okay.
That fight went 77 rounds.
How is that even possible?
77. Keep in mind, under modern rules, every round was 3 minutes. And keep in mind, these days, a title fight, professional fight's only 12 rounds. They went 77.
Wow.
Sharp finally okayed Crosby, or Crosby might. I think they both died after. I'm not sure, but
You would assume that is
77
horrifying.
rounds.
77 rounds.
So that would be like, 4 or 5 hours if they were 3 minutes each.
3 minutes
Goodness
each.
gracious.
And then you got, you got a minute in the corner, 90 seconds in the corner. If that's
probably
what
5
they were
hours.
doing. I mean, I grew up boxing as a kid, and youth is different. The rounds are like 1 minute or something.
But they only do 74
And as a
rounds.
kid, it wears you out because you're wearing those big gloves, and that's just an incredible story. Holy cow.
It is.
Let's see, 1926, and don't ask, because this is all the information I have, and it just cracked me up. This day, 1926, this is the entire story. 3 men dance the Charleston for 22 hours.
No women?
There's no names, there's no place, there's no why. That's all it says. Good for you 3. way to go, boys. And in 1964, and this hits close home to me, the G.I. Joe debuts as a popular America boys toy.
Did you have G.I. Joe?
My brothers had G.I. Joes, but here's what happened. That was 64, right?
Okay.
Now, me and Oogie Boogie, probably, that Christmas, and certainly by 1965, me and the Ooganator, we've got G.I. Joes, but they aren't dolls. They are the first action figures.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't
Boys
call dolls.
don't play with dolls
Right.
back then. Every kid in the neighborhood, every boy in the neighborhood, all everybody's got G.I. Joes. But then in 66, the Batman TV series hits.
Yeah.
And Joey's mom was actually a really good, seamstress, made, clothes and all this stuff.
Yeah.
She, over that summer, made Batman outfits for all of our G.I. Joes. I was the Riddler.
Oh, really?
I'm not kidding.
That's
I'm
pretty
not-
cool.
All of a sudden, we took G.I. Joe and turned it into Batman and
How
Robin.
would it be? I wonder where all those
fun.
things went.
That's adorable.
Oh, I would love, if you had the original G.I. Joe stuff, it's worth a ton.
Oh, yeah.
And then when he came out with Kung Fu Grip, hello!
Yeah. What would it be worth with a Riddler outfit?
Now we're rocking.
right?
Yeah, that is a true story. And
That's adorable. That is so
There'd be
sweet.
fist fights in the backyards as to who got to be Batman. You know?
Oh, man. That's awesome.
Well, my mom made it. Right, Joe. Why are all these children bleeding back here? They're just playing. We're playing.
Well, thank you for the update, sir.
Yeah, that's a blast, man. Now I know you know, and let's just trudge ahead here.
It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxEmpireJobs.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Heartfelt, snappy salute off the well-started burn the Ranger Dan camp to you too. Howie, you're the hi, Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Oh, man, you smell good for a girl. Hey, I was kind of hoping here now that we've got a little distance on the whole thing, we'd be able to get back to what we do best around here on Critter Corner. And that, of course, is laying knowledge on the little radio range about critters and whatnot. But we're still getting a little bit blowback, few inquiries about
There's been some inquiries.
last little event here. Of course, as you know, over the course of the past weekend, we held the Ranger Dan second annual Ice Hole Ball, which was a huge success. We certainly put money in my bank account. Anyway,
Yes.
of course, you know, it's always important to keep in mind that everything we do here on Critter Corner and everything having to do with Ranger Dan Enterprises, a subsidiary of Ranger Dan Global, is about the children.
It is, yeah.
So as another follow-up to our recent second annual Ice Hole Ball that we had last week, because the Ice Hole Ball, of course, is a family-friendly event, we strived, of course, to make sure that there were some things going on for the littlest radio rangers to enjoy, including free face painting for the children.
Oh, that's nice.
Fortunately, with the temp in the lower 20s and upper teens there, your standard issue watercolor paints, well, they just kind of hardened up on us when we were getting ready to go there. And being resourceful, we decided it'd be a snap and a whole lot simpler to just grab a nice array of colorful and assortment of Sharpie markers. Well, come to find out from various parents, though, that stuff doesn't exactly just wash off, apparently, and may in fact have a hang time of several weeks, if not a couple months, depending on how hard my associates were, so to speak, pressing the flesh. But, on the bright side, and of course, Ranger Dan likes to always have the glass half full, your kid now looks like a junior member of MS-13 or a Guatemala drug cartel, and the odds of him or her getting bullied by his peers have dropped to about 0. So, hey, Mom and Dad, you're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. Well, that's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. Until next time, this is Ranger Dan out. And say it with me, darn it.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
Did you make a resolution to give up drugs? It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Time now for your morning coffee break, brought to you by Kaladi's Bistro at 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. You'll be able to win a prize from there tomorrow, by the way. So if you'd like to sign up for that,
it's a $20
today.
gift card.
Yeah, it's a nice gift card.
It is.
So do that. sunnyradio.com. Click the Win Awesome Prizes button. Mr. Farris, what do we have today?
A little story of crime here right in the Sioux Empire, and it actually happened, I guess, middle of last week, and I'll get to what really interests me as we go through the story here.
Okay.
Sioux Falls police, I think it was Wednesday of last week, arrested 2 people who took an entire ATM from a Sioux Falls motel.
I saw that,
Oh,
yeah.
geez.
Okay, it's around 1 o'clock Wednesday morning, 1000 block of South Lyons Avenue, just southeast of 12th Street and I-29, when an employee noticed an ATM was missing. That's a good employee.
Yeah.
And called the cop shop, called the police. The police used security footage to identify the 2 people who heisted the machine.
The perps.
The perps. Officer later stopped vehicle used in the theft about the 700 block of North Eagle Place, which is that way.
Thanks for
It's that
pointing.
way.
That helps.
Passenger jumped out, tried to run, but was caught. Ooh! Beat down. 2 people arrested in connection with the theft. I won't say their names, but their initials are Eugene Wayne Stark, 28 years old. Charged with grand theft, and also Samantha Dawn Leonard, 30-year-old woman from Sioux Falls, charged with grand theft and fleeing police.
Yeah.
Here's the kicker for me.
What's that?
I knew those names immediately when I read this story because Stark and Leonard both were arrested earlier last month in connection with 2 casino burglaries.
Oh.
was arrested on several charges, including burglary, grand theft, possession of stolen property, and possession of controlled substance. So my question is this.
How'd they get out?
Why are they...
Exactly. They clearly didn't learn a lesson.
This is only 3 weeks after that.
Exactly. Let's just keep them there, shall we?
So...
I mean, I know you can post bail in a lot of cases, but, what happened here? I mean, it doesn't say, but I'd be interested to see what they're doing out already.
You want to know what bothered me about that whole story? Not the way you just presented it. You did it properly.
Thank you, John.
But I heard on the news...
I am a newsman,
But I heard on the news that they stole an ATM machine.
Oh, good Lord.
That's a pet peeve of mine.
Here we go.
I think Emma's right in there, isn't it?
Yeah, ATM is an automatic teller machine. So an ATM machine would be an automatic teller machine.
You brought that up, because now that we're on that subject,
when
somebody says... no one's ever said it, but if anybody ever said it to me, hey, you want to check out my hot water heater? I'd high five them right in the face.
Why are you heating it if the water's already hot?
No, that makes me crazy.
We talked about pet peeves last week, and you didn't have any.
Scrunching her face at me.
You didn't have any pet peeves last week. And now we both got pet peeves over here.
Relax. Everybody just take a deep breath.
It's crazy to me the number of times I've actually seen it printed on a sign.
John,
It'll say ATM machine inside. I'm like, what?
Not the point of the story.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yes. What he said, not what I said.
There's thuggery going on even as we speak.
There is.
We need to get to the bottom of it.
Thievery and whatnot.
I'm going to go down to the police station and say, hey, I want to talk to the manager.
Who's in charge around here?
That'd be funny. I want to talk to the
these
manager.
People out all willy-nilly. All right. Hey, Dan, thanks for the update, man. It's the morning coffee break brought to you by Kalani's Bistro at the corner of 26th and Minnesota Avenue in Sioux Falls. Let's make 2021 a brighter year. Last year was awful for many people who put everything into a business, hoping to live their dreams, only to have it become a nightmare. You can help them by shopping locally. If you have the means, buy some gift cards from a local business and give them to a friend who could use some help. You'll be helping your friend and the small business, plus all the people who work there too. This is a positive thing you could do that could ripple through your community to make 2021 a brighter year. Take part and learn more at giftcardchallenge.org. Time now for a bright spot of news brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. And they have a beautiful light fixture to brighten any room in your home. And we're going to brighten your day right now with some good news. I've got Andrew Hewitt joining me, and he is with The Banquet in Sioux Falls. Andrew, how are you doing, sir?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for taking the time to chat with me, but also thank you for doing what you guys do at The Banquet. Now, I'm pretty familiar with what you do, but I know there's got to be at least somebody listening right now that's going, okay, The Banquet, what is that? So how do you kind of do, in a nutshell, what you guys do every day at The Banquet?
Yeah, The Banquet is a feeding ministry right here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota. We have a downtown location at 900 East 8th Street, so 8th in Indiana. And then we just opened up a new location on the west side of town at 5th and Marion. So we have two locations that we provide warm, nutritious meals for people in need. So what I love about The Banquet is that, we don't qualify people. So if you're hungry, if you're homeless, if you do have a job and you're needing some help to get by on your grocery budget and stuff like that, feel free to stop on by and grab a meal. So at downtown, we have breakfast Monday through Friday that serves from 7 to 8 a.m., and then we have suppers Monday through Friday from 6 o'clock to 7:30. And then we have a lunch on Saturday here downtown from 11:30 to 12:30. And then at our west side location, we have 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and that's the 6 to 7:30 as well. So yeah, if you're hungry in the Sioux Falls area, just stop on by, get in line. Right now, we've had a pretty substantial change with COVID-19, and we closed our dining rooms down, but we've been continuing to serve throughout the pandemic in a to-go fashion. So
nice.
We dish up our warm meals in the to-go containers, and people get in line outside of our building just shortly before the serving times. And they walk through kind of like a drive-through service, and they get their container, and we are offering bottled water at this point in time, too. We've had some generous donations to help provide that essential for mealtime as well. So, yeah, you just get in line and walk on through and get your food and be on your way. So
that's fantastic. Thank you guys for doing what you do. Now, if somebody listening is saying, hey, I would like to volunteer, and I'm going to tell you firsthand, I've had a chance to do this. It's amazing, not only getting to know some of the other volunteers, but having the opportunity to help and just seeing how appreciative people are. If they would like to do that, what is the procedure to become a volunteer at The Banquet?
That's another huge curveball that COVID-19 threw at us. us was in the pre-COVID times we needed groups of 25 to 30 people to come and prepare and serve those meals. And because the dining room is closed now, we have really reduced our needs. So we need 6 to 8 people to prepare meals and 6 to 8 people to serve them, prepare and then to serve the meal. So the best way to get involved with that is we have our needs fluctuate from week to week. So we have sign-up geniuses on our website. That's probably the best way. Otherwise, if there's any specific questions, you can always call our office and we can get you plugged into the right spot that fits your schedule. And our phone number is 605-335-7066.
That is fantastic. Now, do you have more of a need for volunteers, like in the mornings and the evenings? When would you say you need the most volunteers?
It's kind of a moving target, but I know I myself am not a morning person, so I always like to push for people to check out serving breakfast, because that's 5:30 prep time, and then we need people to show up at 6:32 to serve those meals from 7 to 8. So it's kind of a moving target week to week, but if you have any availability in your schedule, we'd love to see you.
And the nice thing is there's a lot of different areas, so if you're going, oh boy, I'm not a very good cook and I'm not going to be able to help in the kitchen, there's other areas to help too, aren't there?
Absolutely. We have kitchen coordinators who are following the menus and doing all the quote-unquote cooking, and then, we have people who we need help to line out the trays that we're dishing the food into. We have people who are then filling the food, so just scooping out the portions into those to-go containers, and then flipping, closing up the lids and getting them on the carts and getting them down to where we pass out our meals right now. So then we need just a couple people down at the pass-through window where, we have a sneeze guard in place and stuff like that, and we have all the appropriate PPE in place as well to make sure it's a safe, COVID-conscious experience for all.
Well, thank you for doing what you do at the banquet. And do you know approximately how many people you guys feed in a typical month?
I would say we serve around 16,000, almost 17,000 people a month. So we average just over 200,000 meals served in a year.
That is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for doing what you do. That is just awesome. And also, thank you for taking the time to chat with us about it today.
Hey, thanks for having us. And please check us out. It's a fulfilling experience, and you get what you put into it. So
it is a really neat thing.
Fun time.
Absolutely. Again, Andrew Hewitt, and he is with The Banquet. If you'd like to learn more, their website, super simple, thebanquetsf.org. Again, you can find them online at thebanquetsf.org.
Did you make a resolution to stop drinking? It's not going to be easy, but we'd love to help. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most, and addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. We want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, ChannelSurferTV.com presents Entertainment News of the Day with Mr. Dan Farris.
The celebrities are so fabulous. I don't even think, maybe it was over a year. I don't think it was even a year ago. It talked about Pamela Anderson got married.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, we did.
And then in about 4.5 minutes, she got divorced.
It was like, it was very quickly.
Right? And now she's married again.
Same guy?
No, she doesn't work like that.
I don't know.
Come on, John.
You never know.
The 53-year-old Baywatch star revealed she tied the knot. It was a secret. She did it on Christmas Eve, actually, and it's just breaking the news now.
So it's a secret wedding.
Yep.
Good for her.
She wore hunter rain boots beneath her white vintage wedding dress and a Princess Diana veil.
Okay.
She shared the photos with me.
She sent you photos of her in rain boots?
And when interviewed about it, she declared, I am exactly where I need to be, in the arms of a man who truly loves me.
Nice.
Actually, he'd been working as a bodyguard, apparently. And this happens a lot, and they ended up in lockdown together during the Rona.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that.
One thing leads to another, and all of a sudden, hey,
Gardener body.
Blah, 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 and then,
more
blah,
than
blah, blah,
Gardener
blah.
body.
Oh, oops, I didn't know you were in here.
One thing led to another.
Did you see me in my rain boots? I don't understand why she wore rain boots for the wedding.
I don't.
Was it raining?
No, it's just, John, I'm giving you the story as it's written. I'm totally stealing this from some reporter who's obviously...
He was not invited to the nuptials.
Dialed in better than me.
All right.
Yes, married bodyguard Dan Hayhurst is...
well, happy congratulations.
Is his
what do
name.
you say to that?
I don't know. She says she couldn't be happier, but that's what she said when she married producer John Peters a year ago, and that just lasted 2 weeks.
You read this story from like 3 days ago. They might already be divorced.
I don't know. All she knows is she's only been married 3 times.
Okay.
But people think she's been married a lot more, but she hasn't.
No, 3 isn't.
I'm happy for her. I want nothing more for anyone out there than for them to find the love that I have with my beautiful bride, Heidi.
Oh, wow.
Okay, technically, I think this is her 4th time.
Oh, wait. You have a recount over there?
Did she or did she not marry Kid Rock for 5 minutes?
I don't
know. Did they
know.
ever get married? Because they were together.
They were together. I don't know if they were married. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if you know this, Dan, but there are things that matter to me far more than that in my life.
Well, John, I get paid to work the celebrity beat, so I'm just doing the best I can with what I've got.
The ground.
And believe it or not, some of these people are not trustworthy.
Yeah,
really?
It's true.
I find that very hard to believe.
No, they can be a little shifty.
And they're a little elusive when you're trying to track them
So
down.
I just do what I can.
All right. Well,
I loved it.
I don't have endless resources.
No, we gave him a budget of $8, and that's got to last you for the rest of 2021.
And that includes stationery.
Well, thanks for coming in, man.
My pleasure. Thanks for having me, guys.
It is the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, and it's brought to you by ShopLocalSiouxFalls.com.
Do you have a credit card? Is it a pretty good one? Here's how you can tell. Take the details of your current card, the interest rates, points, and perks, and compare them for free to the available offers at bettercreditcards.com. If we can offer you a better credit card, it could save you money every month. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. Even if you don't have a credit card right now, you can still check it out at bettercreditcards.com. Do it today. bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Tuesday, February 2nd, 2021. Investors were optimistic on Monday as peak earnings season continues to wear on. With roughly 40% of the S&P 500 reports in the bag, the results are better than expected. Nearly 80% of the companies that have reported have beaten their consensus targets, putting the index on track to post positive earnings growth for the quarter. This week, investors will be on the lookout for reports from Alphabet, Amazon, Exxon, Pfizer, and Chipotle Mexican Grill. The Nasdaq Composite led Monday's rally with a gain near 3%. The tech-heavy index was boosted by 4% gains in both Amazon and Google, which surged in anticipation of strong results. Elsewhere in the market, gains were supported by a new report from the CBO. They say economic activity is rebounding faster than expected and will regain its pre-pandemic levels in mid-2021. As bullish as the data is, the new figures do not include additional stimulus, which would only brighten the outlook. You can get the inside track in your inbox daily at marketbeatminute.com.